you think you can't afford to buy a home in Amarillo? Let's clear that up right now. In this episode, we're pulling back the curtain on real numbers, actual listings, real monthly payments, and what it looks like to buy at different budget levels. We'll factor in everything: down payment, taxes, insurance, even maintenance costs. And then we'll compare it to what rent costs right now in the same neighborhoods. If you've been assuming it's out of reach, this might surprise you and give you a path forward. Let's dive into what it really costs to buy a home in Amarillo right now by looking at a few real-life examples. Example 1. Let's say you're shopping around $180,000 in Amarillo. That could get you a well-kept 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in a solid neighborhood. With 5% down, that's a $9,000 down payment. Financing the rest, your monthly payment after taxes, insurance, mortgage insurance, comes out to roughly $1,350 a month. That includes everything. And here's the kicker: rents for similar homes in the same area are running between $1,400 and $1,600. Bumping up the price to $240,000 opens up more options: larger lot, updated interiors, or maybe newer construction. With the same 5% down, your down payment is $12,000, and your monthly costs, all in, is around $1,750. That's still competitive with rents, and you're building equity with every payment. Maybe you're ready to stretch a bit into the $300,000 range, something with more space or a newer build. That brings your down payment to about $15,000, and your monthly payment comes in close to $2,100. This might sound high, but again, compare it to renting. Many high-end rentals in Amarillo now push well past $2,000 a month, and again, none of that rent builds equity or locks in your costs. So now let's talk about what these numbers actually include, because affordability isn't just the mortgage. First, property taxes. Amarillo sits at a modest property tax rate compared to other parts of Texas. For a $250,000 home, you're looking at roughly $3,750 annually, or about $312 a month. Second, homeowner's insurance. This varies by home type and provider, but a good ballpark for Amarillo is about $100 to $120 per month. Third, there's maintenance. We generally recommend budgeting about 1% of your home's value per year for upkeep. On a $250,000 home, that's about $2,500 annually, or just over $200 a month. You might not use it every month, but it's smart to plan for it. Now, stack that all together: your mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance buffer, and you've got a real complete picture of what owning looks like month to month. So, how does that compare to renting? Well, right now, the average rent in Amarillo for a decent 3-bedroom home is between $1,500 and $1,800 a month. And that rent is rising. There's no equity, no tax benefits, no stability, and monthly costs. Meanwhile, the homes we just walked through, in many cases, buying is actually cheaper than renting, or close to it, with the added benefit of building equity, locking in your payment, and taking advantage of homeowner tax breaks. And for those thinking they need 20% down, don't forget, most of these examples use 5% down, and there are even options for 3% or 0% down, depending on the situation and the lender programs. The bottom line is this: affordability isn't just about the sticker price. It's about the full picture: monthly cost, long-term benefits, and what you get for your money. If you're paying $1,600 a month in rent right now, you're already paying the cost of a mortgage on many homes here in Amarillo. The question is, do you want to keep paying someone else's mortgage or start building something for yourself? If you're still not sure whether buying makes sense for you, don't guess. Let's run the numbers. We'll put together a custom affordability snapshot that shows what homes you could realistically afford, what the total monthly costs would look like, and how that compares to what you're paying in rent right now. This isn't a one-size-fits-all calculator. It's tailored to Amarillo, your budget, and your goals. It's the first step to turning the idea of homeownership into a real, workable plan. Call us today at 806-414-2750, and let's find out what's actually possible. You might be closer than you think.